Well, hello, everybody. Today we get to talk to Brandie. She is, as you see, a beautiful woman who has had amazing results in the past few months, and she's here to share her story. So, welcome, Brandie.
Thank you. I'm
You
excited
look
to be here.
you look amazing. You're just
Oh, I feel amazing.
you're just so foxy, you're just like you're so glamorous. You're so funny. So share, first of all, tell the ladies where you're from and kind of what your situation was before you decided to come work with me. What was going on?
Sure. Yeah. So I am from Minneapolis, Minnesota, but I'm living in Connecticut now. About 7, 8 years ago, I had worked with Terry in one of her fitness programs and had amazing results. And I ended up moving away from Minnesota for my job. And so, throughout the course of a couple years, I kind of lost some of my discipline and kind of, didn't have that network to kind of hold me accountable for, just some of the good practices that I had learned. And so I got a little bit off the path there. And then I actually ended up suffering a pretty major injury. I fell off the roof of my house and kind of took a nosedive and landed on my forehead. And so that was like the beginning of all sorts of different health issues for me. I got to a place where I couldn't even walk, and through lack of exercise and then just depression and everything I was dealing with, I had picked up a significant amount of weight. So I made a decision in 2019 that I was going to just take back control of my health. And I made pretty good progress. I had lost probably about 60 pounds on my own. And then I just hit this plateau. I had still a long ways to go to get back to a healthy weight. But I just felt like no matter what I was trying, I was not successful in being able to break through this plateau. After about 8 or 9 months of just kind of staying stagnant, I caught the Facebook group that Terry had put together for the Academy. Just a video that I watched, and it really caught my eye because from my perspective, I had seen some things posted about the Diabetes Academy, and so I thought that was really what it was geared toward. But then I realized after talking with Terry that it actually can be open for folks who are also trying to lose weight. And so with that was when I reached out, and that was really how I got hooked up with the Academy.
Yeah, and it's funny because women, especially I work with women who, are pre-diabetic or not just diabetes, but also women who are struggling with their weight. And every woman that comes to us that wants to lose weight, we're amazing dieters. I mean, you are really good at dieting, right? Losing the weight, but then what happens is we gain it back, lose and gain it back, and we become so efficient in that. And that, talk about how frustrating that is. And that was part of your frustration, right? You were like, I can lose, but I want to be able to keep it off, and I want to be able to do this long term. So talk about the frustrations there.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been like fast food, fried food. Like I knew the stuff to stay away from, but I think that the problem that I had is I wasn't confident enough in what I was doing. And so I would, read some article about keto or about, some fad, and I would stick with it. And then I'd reach a couple weeks, and then I was unsure if I was doing it right. And so it was just really frustrating for me because, then some new article comes out that just completely debunks everything you were doing. So I just felt like lost. I did not really, I couldn't really decipher what was what. And then I had even reached out to my medical doctor to try to get some advice there and to see, just maybe there's something wrong with me, should I take some labs? And really the answer that I got was, diet pills, which ultimately can cause, heart problems and you can't sleep and all the rest of it. And so I was really frustrated because in trying to go seek out my medical doctor for support, I just really came up empty-handed. So yeah, that was really the struggle, was just not feeling confident in myself and what I was doing, and then not having support. It's just me by myself thinking I can do it all. I didn't have a network of folks who were kind of in it with me or had the expertise to be able to help guide me through it.
Yeah, and I mean, wait till I show your stats. We're gonna rewind 3 months ago, but you know, 3 months ago you were kind of a different person. You
Oh,
were,
absolutely.
had some additional pounds on you, but you weren't feeling very well either. You said you had really like chronic fatigue, and
Mhm.
you had a lot of like aches and pains, right?
Yeah, I have a very, very stressful job. And so that was really getting the best of me. I was just mentally drained, a lot of fatigue, couldn't sleep at night. I couldn't shut it off. And so, the one great thing about the academy is, it's one thing to work on your nutrition and, kind of incorporating exercise where it makes sense, but really to work on that mindset was huge, because it's not only, how I'm handling my food intake and all the rest of it, but when I really did that work to really look at my situation and think about how I could handle these things differently so that I wasn't so stressed all the time, and just having that positive kind of mindset about it
Mhm.
was just a game changer for me as well. So it really fit all together, with the mindset, along with, the nutrition and everything else that we did in the academy.
Yeah, and I attract women that are very smart. So it's not for the lack of knowledge or the lack of brain power that you guys have that are in the academy. It's because you are getting wrong medical advice. You're getting the wrong advice on your situation. Because again, well, we know this, but the academy specializes in women's hormones, and if you can't lose weight and you're struggling with all of that, we cover that, right? And like you said with the mindset stuff, they go hand in hand, and obviously you have applied everything that we've been working on, because look at these amazing results. I mean, seriously, Brandy, when you look at this, what goes through your mind? In 3 months you're down
Yeah.
48 pounds and 44.5 inches. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's honestly, I just feel like it's a dream come true, because I struggled for so long, and just thinking I was doing all the right things, and literally to work with you for 3 months and see results like that is amazing. So yeah, I am just thrilled, and I feel like this is just the start of it. This is what I did in 3 months. Imagine what I can do in a year, So I'm just really excited about just the healing, feeling better. I mean, I can't say enough positive things about the impact that the last 3 months have had on my life.
Yeah, you have just, I think this was kind of the water that you needed in your dehydration journey, right? Because it's like it's not like you don't lack motivation, that's for sure,
Right.
but you just needed to find the right balance for your body, because you're really good at dieting and you've been good at losing the weight before, but now the work is getting this weight off permanently and being able to change, like you said, the concept around the mindset around it. And your top three goals, by the way, I don't know if you remember this on your intake form, but your top three goals were: one, to lose weight, and you've done that. Nutrition and structure. Tell me about that. What do you feel that was on your goal? Do you feel like you've gotten nutrition and structure?
Oh
And what
my
does
gosh,
that mean for you?
absolutely. So now it's really about planning in advance and really understanding, the types of food that I need for my body and when I need it. And really, I've become so in tune with my body just to understand when I'm feeling like I might need certain nutrients. I know when I'm hungry, when I'm not hungry, it's really been empowering to be able to, just be more in tune with my body and just understand kind of what I need to do when. So it's not a mystery anymore, and I don't have to worry, am I doing the right thing? And honestly, just, I know a lot of women think, okay, yeah, I can do this, I can figure it out. And they probably can, but there's something to be said about having that community of women, that you can reach out to, that you can lean on, that you can have a bad day and, voice your frustration, that are there to kind of pick you up and help encourage you as well. I mean, because I think we all reach that point where we can do things for so long, but you kind of hit that spot where you might get a little weak, or you might just feel a little off. And so I think that's another huge thing about the academy, is just the community of women there, positive support, and then obviously you, Terry, as well, just being there to help coach through and really help understand. I mean, if there's a problem or something that's not working, you're always available to say, hey, let's figure this out. And yeah, we will need to tweak things along the way as your body adapts, but that's what your expertise is. And so it's just been amazing results.
Oh, I love that. Thank you for that. But there's one thing you said which just resonated with me, and I want to share it because I think it's an amazing statement. You said it's no longer a mystery to me.
Mm-hmm.
How empowering is that? Like knowing that you are totally now getting in tune with your body. You've lost a lot. 48 pounds is nothing to sneeze at. I mean, that is amazing. You've lost this weight and now you're empowered enough and the mystery is gone. So how do you feel about the future? Like, I don't teach diet, I teach lifestyle. And obviously we don't diet in the academy. We learn how to train the body for balance so that you can do this protocol as a lifestyle. So how do you feel about the future? Do you think you're going to be able to nail this time and not have to fluctuate and do that diet thing?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think, the biggest piece for me is just having that knowledge. So in your daily life, when you are out and about and, you make decisions, a million times a day, and when you truly understand how your body works and how some of those decisions impact your body, it gives you a completely different outtake on what you're doing. And then also, I think what's really been helpful that you helped me with was kind of those social situations. So I think that's a common catch a lot of folks can get into is when you want to go out, for happy hour, or you want to go out, for a date night or something like that. And it's really easy for folks to kind of go, oh, that's going to be my weak spot, right? But having the right strategies that you help equip us with to be able to work through those social situations and not feel like you're missing out on anything or you're not, having to sacrifice yourself. You can still go out and have a great time and still make great decisions. You just have to be intentional about how you're looking at that. So yeah, absolutely. I just feel like the future, I'm super excited. I mean, I have no doubt that this has been incorporated as a lifestyle for me. And I think the other thing, we kind of touched on was this, some of the fasting and some of the changes may be a little bit challenging at first, but overall, this wasn't like a crazy hard, oh my gosh, the last 3 months I've been depriving myself or I've been exercising like crazy trying to lose this weight, which has always been what my kind of nature was, hit the gym, 5 days a week, 7 days a week, as much as possible to try to lose weight. When I look at the last 3 months, it truly was just about discipline and knowledge and applying that, and 48 pounds, in 3 months, right? And I don't want to say, oh, it was just so easy, because it's definitely a lifestyle change, but I cannot believe that 48 pounds was my result with as easy as it was for me to be able to go through and just make these changes, just having the knowledge.
Yeah, well, when you say, when people ask me, well, I don't know if I could ever do that. I was just talking to Shannon, one of the other girls that's in your squad
Yeah.
that has a similar situation in you, is just no pre-diabetes, no diabetes, just had a hard time losing weight. Same story. Her medical doctor says pills and had no clue how to help her, right? But we were talking about, she's like, was it hard? Well, I mean, it was harder before 3 months ago when I was, 30, 40 pounds heavier, when I had pain all over my body, when I, didn't know what to do, when I was frustrated. And for her, she was just super depressed. And you had so much pain too. That was the third thing on your intake form, was you had such a lot of pain. And so, tell us how that has decreased, because
Absolutely. So I had so much inflammation in my body that I didn't even realize. And so once we tweaked my nutrition to really kind of cut out those foods causing that inflammation and then going through the detox of it, completely different story. I mean, I used to have significant back pain where, from my previous surgery, where it would just, I wouldn't want to get out of bed some days or just be really slow moving. In a matter of just a couple weeks of following the protocols, I immediately saw a difference in just my pain level. So that's been huge. I mean, I can go and I can I can jog on a treadmill now for, 20, 30 minutes and not have any pain. Whereas before it would be, I would do that and then I'd be down for a couple days paying for it. So just my mobility, I'm able to be a lot more active, and just with the mind shift, it's like I want to be more active now. It all just kind of goes hand in hand. Once you start seeing results, it's motivating for you to want to go out and take that walk or go get that little exercise in.
Yeah. So, last question. What are you the most proud of yourself over the past 3 months? What are you the most proud of? What was the proudest moment for you, or what are you proud of yourself in your
Yeah,
accomplishments?
I think for me, I'm really proud that I actually took the step to join the academy, because as we talked about, I've gone through a few times in my life where I've picked up weight and then I've been able to lose it. Sometimes with joining programs, sometimes just on my own. But I felt like, gosh, I'm smart enough. I know what to do. I don't really need someone to do this. I can do it on my own, right? And then part of it's like a little bit humbling, right? To say, okay, I'm going to go ask for help, and I have to take that step to go ask for help and really just kind of come to grips with the fact that it's okay to ask for help. And so I think for me, that was the proudest part of this whole experience, has been getting out of my comfort zone and really just kind of letting loose and turning it over to the expert who really can help, equip me with the right information to really make this a forever change. So it's been amazing.
So, I'm just so happy for you, for one thing, because just seeing the change in you in such a short period of time. And you always have been, beautiful and outgoing, and you've been confident, but there's been a different shift and a different change in you that I've seen that's beautiful. It's even more beautiful. And I'm so proud of you and happy for you, and just very happy for what's ahead for you too.
Thank you so much.
And I know the girls that are watching this, they're looking at you saying, I could never lose 48 pounds in 3 months, or I don't think I can do that. What would you say to them? What advice would you give them, and why should they join our sisterhood?
I would say it 100% is in your mind. Absolutely. You can do that. You can do anything that you put your mind to. And I think that the nice thing about the academy is that even if you don't think that right away, there is enough support there for you to really help you through that process. But absolutely, anybody can do this if they listen, if they are committed, and that's all you have to do. I mean, you don't even have to guess. You don't have to figure any of this out on your own. All you have to do is show up. That's all you have to do is show up, follow what what the lessons are, and do the work, and that's it. I mean, really, it's a no-brainer. I'm telling everybody, my family, my friends, like I can't tell you how many people I've been like, this academy, you have to come. And yeah, it's just been amazing. But absolutely, I think anybody can do this if they put their mind to it and they truly do stay committed.
Well, there you go, ladies. Listen to Brandie. She's the expert, right? She's down 48 pounds, 44 and a half inches. Her pain is gone. I mean, look at what she's doing. She feels great, has more energy, and all because you made that important decision for you.
Absolutely.
For you.
Yep.
So I couldn't have said that better myself. Thank you so much. You're amazing. And I'm excited for the journey ahead for you to continue.
Thank you so much.